I would say passionate for growth. That's not one word, but yeah. After spending many years in the corporate world, as I call myself, was a corporate shark, there was always the underlying sentiment or theme I was having that I want to be a master of my own time. That is where the whole idea of entrepreneurship came along. Before I even realized I was part of Edgematics, and that's why I say I'm an accidental entrepreneur. But as I am in this role last 2.5 years now, it's exciting, and I just love it. And I think all that I've learned in last 20+ years in my career, I'm able to apply all that and learn even more. So yeah, it's really the best decision I've ever made to become an entrepreneur. Well, I would say 100%. I like to believe that I control my life 100%. I like to be on the cost side of things than being on the effect side of things. But for me, honestly, it's really all about big picture, and it's all about holding that dream, that big picture in your heart every day. And any smallest thing which takes you closer to that big dream or big picture is what gets me excited and psyched about. So it can come in very small things. It could be as simple as we had a great sales meeting, or it could be as simple as I had a great conversation with a fresher who joined and he sees what we are trying to do. So yeah, it really comes in small things. There's so many inspiring people around that they don't need to be CEOs, right? We all are CEOs of our own lives, right? So for me, again, inspiration comes from maybe, as I said, a fresher in the organization. But in our industry, right, there are a lot of thought leaders who are really breaking the barriers and taking us to the next level and making the technology more accessible, more cost effective. Those are the guys, those are the people I really look up to. So yeah, it's hard to name one, right? But there are so many of them. For me, I think the health part really inspires me the most. The mental health and physical health, that's something really keeps me going. And be it doing a good kickboxing session or trying to follow the health regime and the diet, really keeps me inspired and keeps me healthy. The second thing is I'm a stuck record when it comes to the word growth. That inspires me the most. It's really seeing how I've grown from yesterday to today, or how the company has grown from yesterday to today. Those other things really inspire me a lot. The third thing I would say, I have to say this, that my child inspires me the most. I would say she's a 7-year-old, and that spark in her eyes and ability to imagine as a kid, that's the most inspiring thing I can ever see. Three things challenge me. I would say entrepreneurship definitely puts me to that challenge on a daily basis. I had no idea what am I getting into. It's 24/7, but I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. The other thing challenges me, I would say, is people. I am passionate about working with people, and at the same time, it's also a challenging job to really understand people, understand their world, get them excited, get them motivated. That's a challenge which I really love, and it teaches me on a daily basis. The third thing I would say, as any entrepreneur, is holding the big dream, big picture in mind, and again, managing the tactical day-to-day things and maintaining the balance between these two is the hardest thing to do. As an entrepreneur or a CEO, for me, the ability to imagine is the most important thing. Imagination is really the key. That also gives you the ability to dream. Is super important. That fuels you into everything. Another thing which is really important as an entrepreneur, I would say, is openness. The world has changed so much so quickly, and there are so many things we can learn from so many different people. That openness, willingness to learn really helps big time. And the third thing I think as an entrepreneur is also important is the discipline. The success doesn't come overnight. You know, we read these great stories about raising millions of dollars, but it's a very small percentage, and that also doesn't happen overnight. You had to be at it day in, day out. Your conviction gets challenged, but it's a long game. It's not a short game, and that requires a discipline. My age.